Have we started? Is this?
It's recording.
We're recording.
Ah,
Do we
crap.
want to have started? Okay.
It seems
Taylor,
like we
intro
have.
the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello, everybody. We've started. Okay. That's good. Hello. It's not a listen. I was at a Panera like an hour and 20 minutes ago and got asked, "So what's your podcast about?" And I just wanted to kill myself because like I'm sick of this question. What's your podcast about? Like,
What is it about?
listen.
It's about 2 hours.
There we go. That's
True.
good. That's good. Okay, yeah, it is about 2 hours, and it's about Rock'em Sock'em Robots this week, apparently. That's what we're. Yeah. Do we want to start unboxing this? Who wants to unbox this? We have a table mic. It's dynamic. If anyone wants to frame up a shot with the table mic, feel free to grab it and
Table
point it at
camera?
anything. Yeah, table camera. It's not a professional show.
Well, that's obvious.
We're sitting at a dining table playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah. Who wants to open Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
I feel like I'm 8.
Okay. Well, since you're the one who feels
Happy
most like a kid.
birthday!
Yeah. Happy.
Hey. I don't have birthdays.
Gotcha.
And then
I
how'd you
don't-
get too old for grandparents?
Were you a test tube baby? What? Why don't you have
That's
birthdays?
callback from before the podcast started.
Yeah, it is.
How do you? There's tape.
It's a puzzle. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I got you.
Yeah, don't worry about preserving the box or anything.
Well, no, I got. You know me. I got stuff. She is quicker than me. All right. Yay, cat paw. What kind of a safety knife is this?
It doesn't
A
look very
cute one.
safe.
Okay. It's not safe.
Like it. Yeah, I know. Like it's. Like it's like a Hello Kitty cut yourself tool. Like I don't.
Show the
Yeah,
camera.
it is.
It's like
It's a real goodbye kitty.
There's probably a lot
That's
of
how
crossover.
it was advertised. Good by Kitty Knife.
To be fair, there's probably a lot of crossover between the Hello Kitty merchandise accruers
And
and
people who
self
cut
harmers.
themselves?
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
I don't. Maybe
They seem suicidal.
It's probably a worrying Venn diagram.
this is still Like
This is content.
This is what happens. Like when you're too poor to buy yourself things, you don't know how to open boxes.
I'm gonna need you to suck a little less there, bud.
Well, yeah, no, I don't think so. Man's got to eat. All right.
Did they just
Robots.
pack those guys in missionary position? Like, is that?
No, they found each other. Okay.
Yes. Like,
Oh, it's like a Toy Story situation. We interrupted something.
I just
Yeah.
want to hold those two for the rest of the podcast, like a couple of snow cones.
They were doing a San Junipero in there. Okay.
All right. Handles.
Okay. Cool.
Handles. Okay, and ta-da! The anticlimactic ring. All right. Well, thank you. All right. How do
I don't believe that's how that works.
Oh, does it? Do they go back?
I think the pegs are front foot.
Yeah, but there's no place to put the. Do these pull forward? What's going on here?
No.
well, they have to
Here.
go into the.
Yeah. You do this. I only have one free hand anyway.
Yeah.
I've never done this before, and I
Cool.
said that with so much authority.
Mansplain Rock'em Sock'em Robots to me, Marywell. Jack, would you? What's yeah?
I don't. Oh wow, this is.
This is a genuinely impossible task.
What? Like I feel like they should go into the ring first. I don't.
Oh,
How is? I don't. This is unnecessarily complicated.
Right?
why have I volunteered for this?
Yeah.
I would like to point out there are instructions in the middle of the table.
Yes, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
You're asking me to read.
That would require me to care about the success of this endeavor.
Yeah, that's
Which is not happening.
fair.
So how long have you been doing comedy, Jack?
Just over 16 years.
Oh, okay,
Just
there we
over
go.
16 years. Okay,
Got it.
cool. How long have you?
It's longer than some comics have been alive.
Some young
How
ones.
long have you considered yourself a comic?
About 16 years.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Straight out the gate.
It was fairly delusional at first, and it slowly became more realistic.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm a comic.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Funny.
Boy, his voice deepened over the years.
Oh yeah,
It really did.
yeah, really
The last
came in.
16 years, like it got.
A lot of whiskey. And cigarettes. This Marlboro's just Bill Hicks in it.
Oh man, that feels like the worst sexual position ever.
The Bill Hicks.
Yeah, it's just like it's just a lot of like swearing and cigarettes.
And then Dennis Leary does it too.
Yeah, cigarettes during sex is a whole different vibe, you know?
Why? Like there's a whole market for that. Just it's like thank you.
It's adjacent to wax play on the yeah.
I don't understand.
Oh wait, those go.
There are
Hang on.
also these.
Oh, there's other important
those-
parts.
Oh, what? All right.
They-
Yes. These seem to help. Whoa.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
just the
balance.
ring.
Why didn't anyone suggest that we look at the instructions? I don't understand.
You know,
We did look at the instructions, and we were still missing out on the.
they were glanced at.
yeah.
They were glanced upon.
That's fair.
Oyster Hoy.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
There we go. And dead air.
Dead air, dead air, dead air.
Brr.
Hey, Jack, what is the best advice you've received, and why did you need it?
The best advice I've received. God. Now I'm having a moment where I'm like, have I ever received a piece of advice in my life?
And was it good?
Almost certainly not.
I mean, it doesn't have to be good to be the best.
That's
You've
true.
only received bad advice. It's just the best bad advice.
Yeah, take her right up here. And it was not the right one. No, it wasn't good. Wasn't good. It was bad. And
I think the best advice you've ever received was, hey,
Yeah, you're right. Look at the instructions for Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Look
And,
at the instructions.
whew, I sure needed that.
And why did you need it?
Oh, because I am real dumb.
There you go. Fair enough. That's
because
fair.
it was a struggle. Okay.
Because so there were the parts I needed, and between the parts that I obviously needed in me were the instructions, and none of that registered. Now I feel like the ropes are genuinely superfluous.
Yes. Clear. Well, they're there for like when you can't figure out how to put it together. You need something to hang yourself with.
That's true.
True. Well, are we
There's
gonna
no
put the ropes on?
instructions for how to tie a knot, though.
We could. I don't think. That,
Oh no!
Why do we need to tie a knot?
To hang ourselves.
To hang yourself. Yeah. Listen, my girlfriend taught me how to tie a noose. All right, and that's.
In what context?
Which I took as an affront. Okay. Listen,
that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best piece of advice you ever received.
How-
we were actually both. We were. It was on an acid trip. Yeah, that's about.
I want to know
Where were you going?
I want to know how far you got into the
On a trip.
instructions before you started to be insulted. Like, how long did you sit there before you're like, I think she's suggesting something.
I didn't know it was a noose until about halfway through, where I'm like, wait a minute,
It's
this
like-
looks like I've seen one of these before.
It's like, I thought this was supposed to be like, a fun couple thing. And it was-
She's like, it is, okay.
but there's only one of them.
That inverted L-shaped structure you've been building wasn't just a sculpture? Okay, tight.
It's like, no, this is how we learn to take turns.
I'll do you, then you do me.
That's a real trust exercise. That's. Can you imagine if it's just Hitler and Eva in the bunker, and there's just one noose.
Well, I'm just, like,
But it's a couple, so it's like kind of wider.
if the second person is like genuine, really intends to go through with it, how long do you really want them to sit there and think about, just watch what's about to happen?
Fair. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty. So Eva would have had to go first, right? That's
Well,
like-
not knowing Hitler. Like, you know, Hitler would have wanted to have seen it done. Like, you know, it's like.
would they still have tested? Would they still have tested the noose on the dog first? That's my question.
And here's the more operative question: like, did he add it to the tally? Was like when Eva died, was he like 6,000,001?
You know, that was his goal all along.
Yeah, the first 6 million were just testing to make sure. He was just working up to killing his girlfriend. That's all that was going on.
It was just, do I go with Zyklon or not? No, you know what? Let's shoot each other.
True. Cool. That should be good. Oh, actually, we're gonna use.
The thing that bothered me about that whole thing was like, you know, why the dog? It's just like, yeah, it's like he didn't trust that the pill was gonna work, and it's like so he wanted to test it on the dog. It's like, all right, it's like, well, it worked. It's like now you don't have any. Like, what was the point?
No, they still had some. They
took it.
Yeah, they took it. It was the bullets were to be extra safe. That was for safety.
Oh, I thought there were
Safety
only
bullets.
2. Like I didn't think.
No, I'm pretty sure that there were 3.
Oh, okay.
There was probably more than 3. He probably had a decent supply of cyanide in the bunker.
Yeah.
And then they just portioned out some.
I mean, you
Because
are
it was probably the dog was probably to test dosage. It's like how much do we take?
you are speaking to me as
let
if
me
I'm
find some of
educated
those.
and know what I'm talking about. So.
Yeah, I'm speaking as if I'm educated and know what I'm talking about. Which I'm not.
We
Either
are
of
all
those things.
uneducated and do not know what we are talking about.
Episode title. There we go. All right. Cool.
Oh, I was trying to sucker punch
Who
him.
wants to go first here? We've got. I think it should be Marywell versus Keaton.
Oh,
probably.
good lord! So we need to
Oh,
get their heads
Oh, yeah,
down
the heads
somehow.
get down.
Uh oh.
head down, Jack.
I've never done this before.
They just look like they're celebrating.
Like, hooray!
I feel like there's no good way to get in and like snipe a shot.
Ah.
Made my guy die too.
Oh. Well, we'll have to have
was
a
a
slow
murder
motion.
suicide.
This is gonna be the first edited episode of the podcast because we'll need the slow mo replays.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
That's not a promise. Okay, listen. If this goes up with no slow mo replays, don't at me.
We need to figure out how long that was
We need
because I am aware of how remarkably quickly I got completely bored with the concept. I mean, I was just like, oh, I'm very done with this.
Interesting.
there we go.
Interesting.
Hey.
Nice. No, I think that the last camera angle was better.
I feel like somebody needs to commentate.
True. Okay. How do you commentate on?
There
What's
we go.
the red one's name? The blue is Blue Bomber.
Red Rocker.
Red Rocker.
Sounds awfully close to a euphemism.
Yep.
Wow. Was that a left or a right jab? That
It was a right.
nice.
That was an uppercut.
Yeah. I think they're all uppercuts.
I think they really only have one move.
Look,
It's like
I
Jack-
didn't say it was a great insight, but it was accurate. All right.
It's like Jack is really good. Like, how did you manage a right cross? I don't know.
Jab, jab, jab.
With his own arm.
Hey Keaton.
Yeah, I didn't even win.
Damn.
and then Keaton's head just.
Yeah.
You lost to a plastic robot. How do you feel?
About the same.
Well, I mean, his head didn't shoot up. Did
Like,
he,
it's
he
true,
just,
it's true.
he-
It's like,
it
what?
just got him on the ropes.
Man.
Hey Keaton, have you been loved enough?
By whom?
In general.
It'd been like, you know, some would say too much, really.
Yeah. Some would say. Would you say too much? Some of you would say too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably not. I mean,
Okay.
you don't end up like this if you're healthy.
Now just imagine a scenario of, okay, yeah, okay, I'm good.
Too much love.
Enough slices.
No.
How do you turn out if you're healthy?
How would you turn out?
Well, hopefully you don't get turned out at all.
Fair
Fair.
enough. Fair enough.
Deep.
Okay. Hey, on.
Ugh, Jesus.
What?
Never mind.
Is deep like you're moist? What's happening here?
Oh no, we're just talking about turning somebody out, and you're just like,
You're just getting mental images. What's? Is this a euphemism that I don't know? What's,
Not a
apparently-
euphemism.
apparently so.
what's turning out? What's going on? Let's educate me.
Some
Like,
Can we educate me without breaking TOS? What is? I don't even know what I'm asking. It's educational purposes. I'm sure. That,
it's when a straight man is converted to homosexuality against his will.
against his will. So the violation of agency is part of the phrase.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
the other version of conversion
Correct.
therapy.
You're a pretty bad therapist if you're doing that to people. Okay. Either, to be fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. PSA. No. Hey, Ani. Local Casey comic, Ani Mariski. Would you rather increase the amount that people respect you or increase the amount they desire you?
Desiring would get me booked more.
Fair. Fair
And
enough.
probably help with the whole film career.
Gotcha. So that's your answer then?
That would be my answer.
Gotcha, okay.
I'm already pretty respected.
Fair.
It didn't say that
Have you
they
been
would,
respected enough, Ani?
Probably, I don't know.
Gotcha.
It didn't say people would respect me less, so
Right, yeah.
I'm good with my answer.
Good point. How long has Rock'em Sock'em Robots been a thing? What decade is this from? What are we? Do we know? 70s?
My guess, it feels very 80s to me, but I would believe it came out in the 70s and just exploded.
Well, I mean, like the 80s was definitely its peak.
Its heyday.
Yeah. Like I remember when I was a kid, I actually had a Ninja Turtle Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Oh, that's pretty
Oh.
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Which two turtles? Or could you
I-
swap in all four? Did it
No,
come with,
no,
okay.
I want to say it was Michelangelo and Raphael. I mean, like, I was 7, so it's. Yeah.
1966.
I was
Oh,
not
wow.
7 in 1966.
Taylor,
What? Why? Listen.
what is currently your greatest insecurity?
I think. I was just having a conversation at a Panera about this. No, it's gonna be grossly and pretentiously enough. It's gonna be intelligence. I have a lot of paranoia that like I'm just a really high functioning retarded person who can mask really well, and so people either don't notice or just don't feel like telling me.
Oh, we
So-
noticed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I said don't notice or don't feel like telling me.
Yeah, no, that
No,
tracks.
no. I always feel like that.
Now we found out. This is good. This is what they
just-
call exposure therapy. I was trying to say exposure
Conversion
therapy, but
therapy.
conversion therapy was the only thing queuing up in my retarded brain.
Michael just lacks the social awareness to like know when to tell you, so he's constantly
always-
like, I want to
He's always
tell
on
him.
the edge of.
I
Yeah.
want to tell him.
We call it a podcast. Really, it's an intervention.
Yeah. We found out what the podcast is about. It's about interventions.
Yes.
Damn it.
it's
I've been trying to get away from
specifically Jack's cocaine
intervention.
problem.
What? Oh, yeah. I wouldn't call it a problem.
Hey, is it a cocaine problem or is he just stuck in the 80s, Michael? Okay.
Jack, what was your favorite part of the 80s?
God. The 10 months I was around for?
Nice.
You're in 89, baby?
Yeah.
Nice. Batman.
Yeah.
No, that's
Don't
Michael
remind
Keaton.
me.
That's all I know about 1989
Yeah,
is the
it had
Michael
the-
Keaton Batman
It had the
movie.
good Michael Keaton in it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have the real Michael Keaton, okay?
Just not the
Alright.
good one.
Listen, we've got
Is it better to be real or is it better to be good?
Ooh, that should be a card.
Oh, definitely good.
Look, I'm better than asshole.
Good is
okay?
good trumps real every time. It's just like, because like nobody wants
Jesus, for example. No. Anyway.
to be, like a good back rub is much better than getting shot with a real bullet.
Well, hang on. That's a good back rub that happens in the
comparing-
experience machine versus a shitty back rub that actually happens.
With bullets?
That's comparing back rubs and bullets. Like,
You can't
compare
compare.
back rubs and bullets.
Back rubs and bullets is going to be the name of my next album.
And potentially the name of the podcast episode.
Jack, what do you think enlightenment is?
What do I think enlightenment is? A period in the 1700s in Western Europe.
Hell yeah. Good answer.
That is the correct answer.
No, that is the Enlightenment, not just enlightenment.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? There's a missing article in the card. Doesn't matter.
Listen, we didn't ask you, Keaton. Okay.
I know.
We're
I know.
asking you, are some human lives worth more than others?
The specific fields, yeah.
What do you mean? Define specific fields.
Like, you know, if we're talking about like career fields,
Cambodian killing fields.
oh man.
Some of those lives pretty cheap.
Oddly enough, all
saying.
Cambodians.
Especially Pol Pot.
You know, everything in Cambodia is cheaper though, so it makes sense. It tracks.
The holidays, too.
right?
Listen, I didn't go to school, okay?
I went to school with former Cambodian missionaries. That's the only reason I know anything
Wow.
about Cambodia.
Me too.
Interesting.
Actually.
Nice.
Ani, do you feel that you have conscious control over your beliefs? Question mark. Could you, comma, right now, comma, decide to believe something else if you tried? Question mark. If so, comma, which beliefs? Here's the card for reference if you want to reread
That's
that.
a lot of punctuation that you said out loud.
Yeah, you know that just means pause a little bit, right? Like when they write that in, you're just supposed to kind of
yeah.
He's just so used to voice to text.
He just needs to put it in comma.
I hate voice to text.
Me too.
I shame my dyslexic friends for using voice to text. They're like, I use it because I'm like, listen, I'm still
Chai?
It's gonna work better. So chai. Wait, that's chai?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
dude.
Would anybody like some chai?
Shout out to chai tea, one of the best forms of tea that humanity has ever managed to invent. Ever mustered. I could have just stopped at mustard.
Could have.
You can always stop at mustard.
I'm good actually, though. I've still got Dr.
It's one of my
Pepper.
favorite gases.
What are your top 3 favorite gases?
Back
Go.
to the killing
Oh,
fields.
mustard, Dijon mustard, and French's.
Nice.
And what types of gas do these each give you?
Oh no, just a lot of dead soldiers on the
Yeah.
in the Somme.
Like Dijon just ripping through like the enemy.
The fancier German soldiers.
But did the French ever use mustard gas?
Well,
Well, it depends on how we mean use, right? Because like,
not
are you
intentionally, but when it was cold enough, it would hit them, but it was liquid, and it's not dangerous when it's liquid. So they wouldn't know they were splashed with it, and they go into the trench houses and warm up and get everybody.
Oh.
So kinda.
They call it stealthing. No.
Things I didn't know. Back to the card.
Can you reread the card just for the
Yeah.
listeners at home?
Do you feel that you have conscious control over your beliefs? Could you, right now, decide to believe something else if you tried? If so, which beliefs?
Wait, where were the commas in that?
Pauses. And if you noticed, the little upturn at the end of the sentences, those are question marks. Yeah. So,
Make your voice curly Q just the same way.
Exactly.
I see.
So where do you believe the commas were?
Depends on how I'm feeling.
Could you, right now,
Choose
choose
to
to
believe
believe the
There
commas
were
were
no
elsewhere?
commas.
I believe the commas were between every letter.
They call it the Oxford comma. It's
We had to get rid of the Harvard comma because it kept telling everyone it went to Harvard.
Yeah, no. This is this.
Because its life just wasn't as valuable. Okay.
Based on the notations he was using, that sounds like the BYU comma.
The one that had too many kids
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
and or wives.
Okay, answer the question.
I think that I have an amount of conscious control. I don't think that I have complete control over the things that I believe consciously.
So, do you think that you could right now just pick a belief and change it?
I don't think I could change certain core beliefs that I probably could change, like,
Could you name one that you could?
I'm trying to think of
Gotcha.
a belief. Well, a belief that does constantly change is for inside or outside.
All I'm saying is Eurasia was always at war with Oceania.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's a deep cut 1984 joke.
I've read the book. I don't remember.
They changed their beliefs about who they've been at war with forever,
Okay.
Also,
consciously and willingly.
also
Oh, okay, yeah.
most common phrase uttered by people who have read 1984. I've read the book. I don't remember. Okay, listen.
Hey Taylor.
It's a good book. What?
Which of your personality traits are you most proud of?
Listen. Obviously, my racism.
That's the trait of yours I am most proud of as well. It's like, just put it out there for, it's like the whole
This
world
is such
sees
a
it.
weird way to phrase the term white pride.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're a proud boy.
No. Listen. The Proud Boys don't go far enough.
He's a proud
Okay?
man.
I'm kidding. They don't. Proud man. Yeah, I'm 26. Okay.
How does it feel to be the youngest person at this table?
I'm not proud of it. But
You just said you were.
No, he's proud of his racism, not his age.
Oh, like, isn't that part of it, though? Like, the older you get, the more racist you become?
is that
Yeah, but he's the youngest.
I feel like I've gotten less racist as I've gotten older. Okay.
He's just
Same.
gifted.
No, I don't.
It's just like, I feel less and less bad about all the different types of white people.
I'm feeling worse and worse about my facetious answer that is just going to age poorly on this episode of the podcast. But yeah, no, I don't like that card. I don't like that card. It's not.
Is it because you're a narcissist?
Probably, and so like the compulsion to mask my narcissism just gives me a mental block against actually saying something that I'm proud of myself for. You know,
Hey Taylor, what are you proud of yourself for?
having a podcast.
Yikes.
Hey, Jack Marywell, who do you hate most?
Who do I hate most?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton.
Okay. And which one and why?
Yes.
Okay. And why?
Well, one's a shitty actor, and the other, I'm just not into the Batman franchise.
Oh. Okay, Keaton. What is?
Yep, I agree.
No, the question what is the?
Well, it's a noise that starts at the back of the throat and then proceeds to interrupt the entire podcast.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Good point. What is the most significant thing you've ever changed your mind about?
I want to say lunch orders.
Okay, expound.
Well, it's like always like what ends up, like, you order something and like I'm never happy with what I have, and like, I ordered something that I was excited about, and when I finally get it, it ruins the rest of my day. And so, like, it's just sort of like it's probably had way more effect than, like, whether or not I want kids.
Interesting.
I want to know what cards
Interesting.
you're rejecting.
I'm rejecting so
to
many
give
cards.
Me.
He rejected one for me that I had a perfect joke for very early on.
Oh,
That's
really?
why I
It's like-
rejected it.
Do you remember what it said?
Yeah, it said, "Is torture ever permissible?"
Oh yeah. What's your answer?
Around spot 35 of any open mic. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
True.
I feel like being at spot 35 of any open mic is just automatically a form of torture.
Yeah, I
That's-
mean, it's like, do you really enjoy, like, delivering any lines to the top of the host's head?
Yeah.
Or the bottom of his head. Or hers.
No, it's always the top. It's always a him. Like, it really is.
It is. Yeah. We need more female representation in our KC open
Hey,
mic roasts.
Brandy's got
We
her.
got Yeah,
Lenexa
Brandy's got-
show?
Yeah, the Lenexa. Yeah. Isn't that this coming Friday, or is it next Friday?
I believe it is next
All right.
Friday.
Can we fact check that while
I
we're?
can
yeah.
fact check it
We'll give it a shout out.
Why can't Brandy be a him?
because
I mean,
she
she
is
could,
a
but she doesn't
she's a
choose to
her.
be. So yeah,
Oh.
or she hasn't discovered that she is. I don't. We're gonna.
I don't-
Okay.
It's because of that song from the 70s.
I'm gonna Homer Simpsons into the bushes now. Okay. Who are we on? We're on Ani, right? Ani, what are your coping mechanisms for stress?
Taking walks.
Taking walks?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Nice.
And being around other people.
But do you take walks around other people to
Sometimes.
de-stress? Okay.
I do enjoy taking walks with friends.
Nice.
You really beat me to the punch on that gag. I had one primed.
She's like, mine would normally be taking walks away from people.
Right, yeah.
Friday, November 24th at 10 p.m. OSP After Hours Comedy
Yeah, take
Night.
over.
Is that on the card?
Old Shawnee Pizza Cocktails and something else.
Nice.
I've got one for you too.
Live
Okay,
music.
okay.
Are yelling fights in relationships more typical and inevitable, or terrible and avoidable? There's at least one comment in there.
I need my Zoidberg gif. Why not both? It's,
It's a very convoluted question.
yeah, I think they're terrible, avoidable, inevitable, and what was the other thing?
I don't know. I'm looking at it. I don't know. You know, somebody got paid $100,000 for this copywriting.
I don't think that's true.
I think that's a false statement.
Maybe. I don't know how many copies of this game have sold.
Wait, there are sad cards? I want sad cards.
Yeah, the white cards.
Give me a sad card.
What is on? Okay.
Taylor, what aspect about the person to your left gives you the strongest negative feeling? Technically, that would be me.
Okay, fair enough. Strongest negative feeling? Probably your gender. No.
That's not true.
Is it not true? What you say
This
that like
is
you know the answer to
helpful
the question.
information for me.
I don't know. This is a horrible question for a roommate to ask a roommate
Yeah, that's why it's helpful for
in
me.
public. Okay. Is it helpful?
It
I don't know if
is.
it's helpful.
Because if I know,
Depends on what you say.
if I know what gives you the strongest negative feeling,
Are yelling fights? No. I don't know.
our yelling fights do not give you the strongest negative feeling. Okay, you enjoy those way too much.
I don't know about yelling. I enjoy fights. I enjoy verbal fights a lot, as long as the
That's
other
true.
person is also having a decently not horrible time.
Yes.
The second part of that is like optional for you. I've noticed. I don't know how many arguments you and I have gotten into that I did not want to take part in.
That's fair. Well, if you tell me that during an argument, I will.
He will back
I'll
off.
back off.
Well, sort of like, but he'll spend the next 5 minutes like just sort of like turbo explaining why he doesn't mean to do it.
Listen, that's true.
Did somebody play an Uno reverse on this question?
Hopefully. Yeah,
Hey.
true. Good point. Thanks, Jack.
Remember
Finding
when
out I have one friend at the table here.
it's me. Remember when we played Uno and this was gonna be like an Uno podcast and then it just evolved?
This was going to be an Uno podcast, but I still don't own a copy of Uno, and we played
need
with
to get
Peter's Uno cards,
Also,
That were
you
the
ran out of
Simpsons.
questions.
and I ran out of what?
You ran out of questions. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah, I know.
My brain's stalling out. I'm
Branko Bird.
an idiot at the best of times. Who's
I think it's me.
yeah, it's you. Okay, Jack. Would you rather double the amount of emotional pain and pleasure you feel on a daily basis, or cut both in half?
I think I'd cut both in half.
And
Just kind of level out a little bit.
nice.
So the name of this game is Ask Hole. So
Yes.
are we supposed to be answering like as Courtney Love?
Nice. No, we're supposed to
How'd you
answer
know?
as Kurt Cobain, okay? It's
Oh, this would be a
then
totally
double it.
a totally silent podcast.
totally silent. It's just a single noose. It's, I don't think he hung himself. Did he hang
He
himself?
did shotgun
He
blast.
shotgun
to
blast,
the
yep.
face.
Yeah,
Shotgun blast to the dome.
Yeah.
that's metal.
Yeah. No, fireworks.
No, it was grunge. It was very grunge.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
There
rock
was
salt.
there was a lot of metal shrapnel though,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
being a shotgun.
Keaton, you can make a designer baby. Would you rather optimize it primarily for intelligence or happiness/optimism?
I refuse to play Hitler. Okay.
Dude, Hitler wasn't making designer
all right.
babies, was he?
Well, he was trying.
Yeah.
Anyways, ask me the question again. Like I wasn't.
Okay.
I should have been paying more attention.
You zoned out at designer baby.
I
You
did,
just got
yes.
yeah, visceral. Yeah.
I like, okay, for those of you who don't know, I do like how you're asking the other person with the dead baby jokes at the table this question.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure Jack's got some
You
solid
have
dead
good
baby
dead
jokes.
baby jokes.
Hey,
He
I
has
don't-
lame
that's
dead
what I
baby
do.
jokes.
They're more.
I told a good one.
They're more
once.
of an add-on
There's that
to
one.
The one that you
more
told your mom.
inappropriate jokes.
No, that one was hacky.
Yeah, all the ones that I've heard you say are hacky.
There's one that I wrote myself not long ago, but I don't remember it. So
Aw.
it's yeah.
Anyway, so happiness or intelligence?
Yeah.
Happiness/optimism.
Do I have to raise the child? It's a very
You're
important
just
question.
creating it or designing it.
Like
Not even creating.
You're ostensibly responsible for the child, whether you think that means you have to raise it or not.
Okay,
You're ostensibly responsible for
You're
its
its father.
if I have to raise the child, I want it to be happy. If I'm never gonna meet this fucker,
That's fine.
my I would rather a world full of intelligent people.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah, if I had a magic button and it's like, or two magic buttons and it's like, this one makes everyone 20% more intelligent, this one makes everyone 20% more happy, I'm probably gonna hit intelligence, right? Like,
I would suggest
And somewhere in
an
North
edit
Korea,
there.
Kim Jong Un is just like, I've had an idea. Oh no!
I would suggest an edit there.
where? Fucker? Why? No.
Yes.
Nah, TOS is fine. We're
Ah.
good. It's a.
Do you not want yourself saying this on YouTube?
Well, I would. I was
Let's have a
suggesting that you. Is there a way to cut me out of the episode?
What are you?
That's too much work and Taylor's lazy.
I mean, we could never air the episode if people are super uncomfortable. What are your misgivings with saying fuck on air?
Oh, I have none. Like,
Okay, gotcha.
I just
Well,
like.
you said
making-
fucker on air. Okay,
Yeah.
get it right.
Fair enough.
And there's
Oh,
a comma in the middle.
Okay, so
Nah.
right, so Jack, right now you're the odd man out.
What?
You're just odd and out. That's all he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
I
like,
didn't know you were gay.
like
Oh, is he the only one who hasn't cursed?
well, he's the only one that hasn't specifically said fucker.
Oh.
Okay, what's the deal with fucker? What's wrong with fucker? What are we? Is fucker worse than fuck? Worse than what's? Is that your F slur? What's happening
No,
here?
it's just the only one. Like, he's just the only one who
Oh,
hasn't
he's just
said
the
it.
only
I'm
one.
saving it up.
You got second hour. Let me tell you.
It's gonna make sure it hits.
Oh, the floodgates will open.
Why do I feel like I'm standing in the crosshairs?
You're sitting in the crosshair.
Is it hour 2 yet?
That's the name of his next podcast, Sitting in the Crosshairs.
Sitting in the crosshairs with Michael A. Keaton.
Yeah, like, there's one episode.
You know, I hear that one's the best.
Real twist at the end, though.
Yeah, he hangs himself.
Trying to find. Okay. No. Oh, listen. I'm gonna listen.
No, you're gonna ask.
Okay,
We're gonna
Yu-Gi-Oh,
listen.
you just gotta fucking
Okay, fine.
follow the heart of the cards here now.
Okay, Ani, what emotion/feeling are you currently suppressing or ignoring?
Stress/overwhelmedness.
Okay, gotcha. Do you feel like expounding, or we don't have to? Yeah.
I was sideswiped on Thursday on our way out to Topeka. My car's all busted. Got busted face.
It's got like a real Two-Face thing going on right now. It's fun.
Had part of its face just like ripped forward. Got highway patrol trying to find footage.
Putting together a found footage reel. It's good.
Yeah, just straight
I get
Blair
to be
Witch
part
Hunt.
of a true crime episode now.
As opposed to the gay Blair Witch Hunt, which is a way more exciting movie. You haven't seen that director's cut?
No, what are you talking
It's
about?
not the gay Blair Witch Hunt.
You know the Blair Witch Project?
Yeah. Oh, is that what it? Okay, it's not called the. Okay,
Ah. That,
Crash.
that's
Something
all
to
right.
soothe the nerves.
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's the Blair Witch Project.
Okay, yeah. Can you tell I haven't seen the movie? I need to watch that movie.
Yes, I can.
You
I hear
don't.
it's good. Do I not? Not
It
worth it.
was amazing when it came out.
No.
but
When it
since-
was the first found footage
Yes,
movie ever?
But,
Yeah.
But now that there is a
That was
genre
lame.
of found footage, it's very poor. It's not good.
No, the Blair Witch Project was like the most blatant version of like false advertising that, like, at least for my generation.
I'm gonna cut in and do a cardinal podcasting. Jack, I feel like I keep leaning forward and cutting you out of the shot. Do you want to swap chairs real quick? Because I think the with your position, I don't think you're going to be cutting me out of the shot as much as I seem to be
You
cutting you
are
out of the
holding a
shot, and I
handheld
really
mic.
don't want to cut you out of the shot.
All right.
Yeah, but if I come back here, I think that it's just going to work.
So we just swapping mics then?
Just chairs and headphones, if you don't mind. Yeah.
We're gonna take away one of the
I
chairs.
thought I was planning things well, and I wasn't.
What really happened is
and
Taylor's
now I'm
ears
looking
got
at the-
really sweaty and
No,
he just
that's
wanted a
I
fresh
just want to
set of
torture you.
headphones.
Oh,
If you want to
and
trade off
confirm.
God damn it. I should have.
Yeah, Taylor's got this condition where his ears just get really sweaty after like 40 minutes.
That's not. Wait.
What's funny
Wait
is
a minute.
You were
Wait,
worried,
hang on.
You were worried about Jack getting cut off, but
I
he's
know.
way too tall to be that close to the
What is-
camera.
Listen. Ask each other. Actually. Okay.
I keep hitting your hookah pan.
You can move that wherever you want.
going
So
to.
what are we doing?
You're going to put the. Do you want your headphones back? I haven't. Listen. I think that these should work this way.
I don't-
I'm just gonna temporarily torture you. Everybody, everything's fine. I'm gonna read a card. You're gonna answer it while I
Welcome to
adjust the
the
camera to work with your
show.
height. And
Alright.
everything's gonna be fine, guys. Everything's gonna be fine. Hey, Jack, if you had to fuck a cow, would you rather it be dead or alive? Go.
I hate that card.
That is actually what it says.
It comes up every time. I think he marked the
I
card.
had to fuck a card or a cow.
If you had to fuck a card, would you rather it be dead or enjoy it?
Bovine or C?
Oh man, I think. I guess you got to go alive.
Okay, why?
Well, it's just if you're gonna transgress, like
Might as well go all the way.
I guess you're right. Let's go bestiality and necrophilia. Yeah, I changed my answer.
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't specify the whole. Like, you could. Just,
What if I kill it by fucking it? That's my answer.
Well, like,
You'd rather fuck
but
the cow to death.
Here's an interesting thing. Like, maybe you just have like, like a bone cock ring, and you're just like, like you're fucking like through a cow. You're fucking somebody else through a cow. that I think that would be like,
That makes it better?
probably. Well, I mean,
It's just a very elaborate condom.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's like sheepskin
And
condom, like like
No, it'd work.
like oxtail cock ring. It's,
Oh, cock ring.
Trust me, it'll work.
Oh, it works.
just make sure you sand it well enough. Is all I'm saying.
Lubrication's important. Keaton, if you tried, could you list the names of everyone you've had sex with?
No.
Gotcha. That was a quick answer.
I've been troubled by this. Like, I can't.
He's
You've
thought
been
about
roofied
it a
You've been
lot.
roofied too many times.
Oddly enough, probably, yeah.
Ooh, okay, yeah. You've,
No, I have not been roofied.
okay, gotcha. Ani, would you date yourself?
Yes.
Also, oddly quick on the answer there.
I am a great girlfriend, okay?
Gotcha.
I have also thought about this way too much. Been like, man, if I could just date me, life would be so much better.
Now, would you fuck yourself with a cow? would you be dead or alive?
Would you fuck yourself through a cow?
No. But I would be alive.
Okay.
Jack, what was your biggest financial mistake?
16 plus years ago.
Yeah. It was this whole life path. Wait, you're saying I can get $50 and travel 9 hours for a bar gig? Sign me up.
That almost covers gas.
Almost.
Like a third of it.
I think that this game is rigged against red. This is.
Red won first.
Did it win first?
Yes. Partially because
okay.
Jack knocked blue off the.
Oh, yeah.
You're making me.
Oh, we got it same time. That was
That
great.
was
yeah.
like the end of Rocky 2.
That was
Anybody wants to take a card?
so much like the end of
Who's-
Rocky 2.
Is it Taylor next?
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you could press a button and double the sex drive of all women on Earth, would you?
Listen, with great power comes great responsibility. So, of course, yes.
They just be fucking the same guys twice as much.
Okay, but Taylor.
Probably.
Taylor.
That's all the button's doing. So, yeah, technically, yeah, if nothing else changes.
Along that same line, does modern Western culture encourage women either to overreact or
Oh, God.
underreact to minor sexual assaults, such as groping, too drunk sex, etc., and so forth?
I'm forever dead.
I'm worried by the categorization of groping as a minor sexual assault.
Be healed!
That's.
What about too drunk sex? I feel like that's also not minor.
Well, okay. Too drunk sex. Are we categorizing too drunk sex as like
Too
the
drunk
woman is too
to
drunk or
consent.
both parties are too drunk?
Generally, whenever I've heard too drunk sex, it's the woman is too drunk to really
single
consent.
party too drunkenness. Okay. Are we as Western society conditioning people to over or underreact to these things?
I think that by the card calling those things minor,
Yeah,
the card kind of answers itself.
how-
well,
exactly was
the
it
card was
phrased?
written by a single person.
Let me rephrase this whole question.
Okay, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah. Well, because like I've heard people
I
argue
thought
about this, and I
Andrew
feel like
Yonke was on last week.
yeah. That one didn't come up.
I love how that specifies women as if men never have to deal with this kind of stuff.
I'm not sure if it's as if men never have to deal with that kind
Like,
of stuff.
but we're expected to
fair
just not like it's
Right.
like, oh, he must want it. It's just like like most of the drunk groping I've been like,
true. I mean,
yeah, it's like I'm like
can't confirm. Same
was
experiences.
not I was not an active participant in it.
Right. Yeah. And
It's like-
yeah.
But it also like, what does it say about me that like somebody has to be that drunk to make passes at me?
I can't speak for society, but given the conversations that I've been privy to about the thing, given the stories I've heard of people like firsthand, I think that we're in a, from my own perspective, I think we're in a pretty solid place on it. I don't know if it's maybe a.
Your options are too much or
If
too
you
little.
had to choose, is the
had to
cow dead or alive?
over or
I would-
under.
I have a question. Like, how
to-
come whenever whenever a man is not receptive to that sort of thing, like why does it always seem like women get like super offended by it?
Because
because
women
it's in
are
a
less. He was looking at me. Thank
Okay,
you.
sorry. Yeah.
Well, it was a general question.
Also, I'm a woman.
Well, I'll let you go first then.
Ladies first. Thank you. Women are less used to sexual rejection.
But like, why is it more acceptable? Like it's so. Like there isn't even a there's never even a hint of like hesitation as oh maybe I shouldn't have done that. It was just like what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I think it's probably.
Women feel more entitled to sex, I think.
But why is it like not as frowned upon? Like it's never like it's very rarely ever talked about unless it's like super overt.
I think it's the ratio of how many women undergo sexual assault versus how many men.
Yeah, I think that you're more onto it there. Where I'm not sure if I would agree that women feel more entitled to sex, but I do think that it's probably because one, they're not as educated for it, right? Like there's not people there aren't like part of sex like I feel like probably more dudes are told, okay, here's how you handle rejection in the sexual arena or whatever we're going to call it, versus women being told, here, this is how you handle rejection in the sexual whatever we're calling it.
Are you the only person here who did not undergo formal sexual education?
Did you undergo formal sexual education?
In rural Arkansas, so no.
Did you undergo formal sexual education?
I'm kind of.
Did you undergo formal sexual education?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't. But I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people. But
You're saying-
wait. Was that a stroke?
yeah.
Okay.
Do you
under
smell
the table.
toast?
No. But I feel like just fewer women are taught early on, here's how you deal with sexual rejection. And so there's just less preparation for it. And since sexual rejection is insulting inherently, because it's like, yeah, who wouldn't be insulted by being rejected sexually? That
Yeah.
it is a bit insulting. There is an insulting element and you're not prepared for what to do with it. So yeah, you're probably going to see an overrepresentation of women getting overly offended. Although I'm not sure if that actually exists, but if it does exist, that's probably why. And why it's more allowable probably, or less frowned upon, less stigmatized, because there's less of a threat. Like if a woman is very emotionally reactive to sexual rejection, there's not an implicit threat of
She's
this could go
probably
very
not
badly
gonna
for the
rape
dude.
you.
Probably, yeah.
I've seen people defuse bombs less carefully than you're answering this question.
Fair enough. Well,
Well,
I
we're
have to
not
be
in
here
the
every
second
episode. Okay.
The only
haven't
time I've
quite
ever
made
been
it to the
insulted
second
is
hour.
like is when I was rejected by people I was never coming on to in the first place.
Yeah.
Which is really commonplace for some reason.
Right.
Like,
Fair enough. Yeah.
like for whatever reason, like, you know, accidental eye contact is enough of a transgression to like invoke a rebuke.
So you're
there was
more
a-
insulted by the fact that they thought that you were coming onto them.
Well, this happened
You're
to-
like, no.
This
you?
happened at an open mic. There was a female comic that was doing an open mic set that called Keaton out because she was complaining about the dating market and you don't remember this? Mm-mm. Okay.
That's how often it happens.
There was a female comic who was doing a 4-minute set on a Tuesday that was complaining about the dating pool and then just like called out Keaton. And
yeah, I don't remember.
it was
Why were you hitting on her with your eyes
he wasn't. It
that
was-
one time?
Oh, that
Like,
one
really,
time she was on stage.
you like quickly
I'm
glanced
assuming?
over.
Yeah.
She walked past you and you looked up at her face. How dare you try to sleep with her like
well,
that?
I'll call her out on her episode of the podcast,
Well,
guys. It's fine.
he's saying that she was on stage.
Yeah.
So a show that I have not been paying attention.
Correct.
It's an
Okay.
open mic in Kansas City. Obviously, you should not have been paying attention to what was on stage.
Fair.
I mean, it was a female comic too, so
Oh, yeah.
double whammy.
Doubly so.
like, very
Yeah.
much.
Ani
don't pay
coming out with
attention.
the women aren't funny memes. That's,
You know what? I had some conversations with Andrew Yankee.
Oh,
I know
good
my
God.
place.
She's been misogyny pilled. It's good.
Been listening to a lot of Just Pearly things. It's not true. I've been watching other people react to Just Pearly things.
Interesting. Shout out. No.
I'm surprised that you've been talking to Andrew Yankee and you don't have a coke problem.
You know, I hide it very well. Okay.
Okay,
You have to. We're in Prairie Village.
I need, while we're on the subject of Andrew Yankee,
Okay. Let's go.
Good friend of the show. He was here last week.
how well would you guys say you're versed in the mythos of Dragon Ball Z?
Not at all.
Okay.
Even less.
I know the name.
Okay, perfect. Well, this is going to take some explaining then. So there's a character who, well, there's two characters.
I thought there were more.
There are more, but I see what you're doing. No, there's a guy named Piccolo and a guy named Kami, and they used to be
But what are their names?
Piccolo and Kami.
Is there a guy named Hami?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
His name is Kami.
Yeah, he's the god of Earth.
He's a tanky.
Yeah.
He's a Marxist?
Yeah.
No. It's Japanese for God. It's common.
Interesting.
But originally,
Yeah,
like
like
thousands of
kamikaze.
years. Yeah. Divine Wind. It's the kami is yeah. But thousands of years ago, they were one being who like wanted to ascend to the god status, and he found evil in himself and split his essence into two individuals. One is the good essence, and the other is the evil essence.
So
And
it's
they're-
just ripping off Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
yeah, except they're both two different guys. It's not like a switch back and forth. Anyway,
Fair
all
enough.
I'm saying is Andrew Yonke and Sam Hampton.
Interesting.
I am-
Also,
I am
both of them
really
were on
confused.
the podcast last week. That's yeah.
Was
But
Sam
which
like
is which?
Oh, Yonke's the evil one.
was Sam the one that was just like left over? Or I don't. Like I love Sam, but like he is not exactly a fine example of goodness in him.
It's got some good bone structure in the face, though.
He does, but like most of his material is about like getting high and having his butt licked by animals.
And wanting to kill himself.
Also true. And being racist. It's
I mean, like all redeeming qualities.
That is the quality we're most proud of.
okay. Who are we on for cards?
Jack asked you. I think it's back to Jack now.
I don't. Is there an order?
It's my favorite.
There has been an order.
I can never remember the name of people. Who was the female blues singer who killed herself?
Which one?
The famous one, okay?
Which one?
Okay, the 27 Club lady. The 27 Club lady. The singer lady who's like one of the biggest 27 Club figures.
That killed herself or that died in a pool of her own vomit?
Okay, fair enough. Died in a pool of her own blood.
Joplin?
I'm remembered. Nope, not Joplin. Although now that I'm thinking, she might not have been a suicide. I think it might have just been an overdose thing.
Amy Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse. Yeah. This is too long of a walk for. I don't even
was
remember
not a blues
what I
singer.
was going to say. Was she not?
No.
Yeah, she
No.
was.
She was.
She was.
Well, I mean, sort of.
I liked her music.
What would you categorize her
I don't
singing as?
remember. Like it was more of a lounge type.
Like jazz?
Yeah.
Blues jazz?
She was an R&B singer. Yeah.
There are blues lounges. I've been in them.
I've never been to a blues lounge. That sounds like a great place.
Have you ever been to a jazz lounge?
No. I don't think I've been to I've only been to a hookah lounge. That's the only
never
kind of
lived.
lounge I've been to.
Haven't lived.
That's
I
true.
performed in a jazz lounge.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
Oh God. I don't
Drowning in a
remember, 'cause
pool
I
of
was
your own
gonna-
vomit.
yeah.
Would you prefer to be dead or alive?
Right now?
No. Drowning in a pool of your own vomit.
Well, you sort of have to be alive when that happens.
When you die.
No.
No, when you drown in a pool of your
Yeah.
own vomit.
You can choose to be dead and just
Wha-
wait,
forego the
what?
experience.
You can
okay?
choose to be. Okay, fair enough. You can choose
So
to be dead. I was
is
gonna
it just
contest,
sort of
yeah.
like you start to rot and then like everything gets pushed out and it's just like and then your lungs fill like
Yes.
this is very graphic. I don't.
You are making
You made it
so.
graphic.
I was trying to understand the question.
I
Okay.
asked a very simple yes or no question.
That's fair.
It was not a simple question.
It wasn't a yes or no question. It was a dead or alive.
It's just like, hey,
frankly.
how do you drown when you're dead? It's like,
Hey, Michael.
yes.
Can someone both be a kind person and also hold the exact opposite of your political views?
Absolutely.
That was a very easy card.
Yeah.
That is a very easy card. Although I've seen people fail it or answer
Okay,
differently. Okay.
But here's the fucked up thing. It's card number 88.
for the uneducated, what's the significance of it being card 88?
It's neo-Nazi dog whistle.
Gotcha. Okay. Man, I'm glad I didn't get that. Holy shit.
Okay, I need some explanation here.
H is the eighth letter of the alphabet, and so it's how they would communicate Heil Hitler.
Oh, weird.
88.
Wait, so
what
the 88, isn't there a band called the 88?
Yep.
What?
It's a.
I
are
don't
they-
know if it is or not, but
What a strange like middle school esque thing to do for like a hate organization.
yeah, it's
Honestly,
weird. It
Have
is
you
very
ever
weird.
looked into conspiracy theories? They're all kind of middle school.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like I don't.
Some of them never graduated.
I have
from
enough
middle
trouble
school.
with actual life. Like
Is there a band called the 111111? Is there? Yeah.
That's too many ones.
Okay. Marywell, or Jack. I'm doing a weird thing with your name, but
It's all good.
I don't know what's happening.
Jackie boy.
Okay, Jackie boy. Which of your beliefs would be the most difficult to change, even in the face of overwhelming evidence?
I don't think I have one.
Gotcha. If you had to choose,
If you had a belief, what would it be?
I don't think I have one. No, I don't think I have a belief that I would hesitate to change in the face of evidence.
yeah.
gotcha.
Taylor, which group is larger, people who trust you or people you trust?
You. I'm like stun locking because
The temptation to just smack him as he was thinking about that question.
I'm gonna go with people I trust.
Yes,
I
that is the
trust
correct
plenty
answer.
of people, and yeah.
A lot of people do not trust you.
Wow, I don't know about a lot of people. Listen,
Listen.
I want receipts.
Well, approximately 8 billion.
Those are
within a margin of
undecideds.
error of everyone.
Undecideds don't go on either side of the. Okay. Ani, which of your habits conflicts with your values?
It's a great question.
Okay, Jack, you take the right, I'll take the left. All right, it's 2 on 1, 2 on 1. Ah!
Anyway, Ani.
Which of my habits conflicts with my morals?
Yeah.
Is the question?
Values.
Values? Okay.
Yeah, the other one.
Probably how much time I waste on my phone. Because I value the prioritization
I
of
am
time.
Professor
And then I
Longneck.
just waste a lot of time on my phone.
That's a really good answer.
Does anybody have some
That's-
super glue so I can
I
just
thought
like
about it.
tack the head down?
Yeah, there's sticky tack on the table.
Oh, true. Yeah, you could.
I don't know what that is. I don't want to. Ah. What is it?
Sticky tack.
Sticky tack.
I think you chewed bubble gum and it just tricked me into holding it.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Now it's ruined forever.
No, it's designed to never harden up. You know.
Yep.
Just like me.
Hey.
We've reached the second hour, everybody.
troubles
We
in
have,
love.
it's good.
Welcome to the podcast after hour 1.
Yes.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Let's see. Keaton just got asked a question, right? No, he didn't.
No.
Okay. Keaton, what do you still owe somebody an apology for?
Oh, jeez. Most people have seen my act. I mean, to reach for the obvious answer,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like probably somebody who's dead.
Gotcha.
Like I don't know what for, but like I'm sure. Like I used to be more of a prick in the past, and people have died since. So I'm sure there's things I don't remember.
Yeah.
Makes me think of that Dimitri Martin joke. Saying I'm sorry is the very same as saying I apologize unless you're at a funeral.
It's 9/11.
Blaze it.
Yeah. It's good.
Jack, what
Yeah.
is the most interesting fact about you that few people know?
I guess I'd say I was born in Okinawa.
Nice.
What is that?
It's an island
island in
about
Japan.
400 miles off of Japan.
Yeah,
Nice.
off Japan.
That is very interesting, and I did not know. So.
Hey, you know, I nailed it.
Nailed it.
This is why I know so much
the-
about
that was the-
kamikazes.
Yeah.
And anime.
Isn't that the birthplace of Aikido? It's the
Aikido, like
yeah.
you know, the non-martial art.
Yeah, yeah. That's the one.
Also karate though.
Also, the non-martial art.
Yeah,
Hey, now.
true. The single martial art that we all acknowledge, you don't have to respect.
That's why the Ninja
How
Turtles have all
many
those weapons
years did you take karate, though?
stuff. None.
It was
Disappointing.
no, it just came natural.
Yeah, he was born in Okinawa. Okay,
You're like,
yeah.
none. It's a birthright.
He can.
I
Take
was
the-
born with a black belt.
it's
Yeah.
called karate
No.
if he punches someone.
He can definitely take the stone from the palm. It's
It's good.
Taylor, how many years did you take karate?
6.
Michael, how many years did you take karate?
I wasn't allowed.
Oh, it's
Rough.
really
By the state
disappointing.
or by
Well, my like we grow up like we didn't have any money, and like
Yeah.
my mother's her whole thing was like the only way you're gonna make it out of this is like with your head. Like I am not raising a punch drunk idiot. Like
Yeah.
you are not allowed to do any kind of fighting. And it just,
Bonjour. No.
So how'd that work out?
Karate is
Not well.
not fighting. It's self-defense.
well, you have to learn how to take a hit.
I'm pretty sure all
Like,
you have
really,
to do.
Really, I wanted to join the Golden Gloves, and like it was like.
Also tell that to Cobra Kai.
I'm pretty sure all you have to do to be a proficient karate performer is
Kung Fu Fighter.
is shit talk taekwondo a lot, and you're in. That's all that.
Did you just say that kung fu fighters are karate performers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. It's their acting.
It's much the same thing.
Wow. Tell that to Jackie
One has
Chan.
pandas, okay? And a bomb song. Not
Was it-
everybody
listen.
was karate fighting.
Well, clearly they were fast as lightning. Which is weird because kung fu is a kind of like
found it a
there's a
little
lot
bit
of
frightening.
wasted movement, but Jesus
A little bit frightening.
Yeah. Like I'm frightened because these are all dad jokes.
Yeah.
Who isn't scared of their father?
Taylor,
I don't know.
regardless of your conscious beliefs or actions, do you feel in your gut that sex work is degrading?
I mean, in most cases, yeah, probably.
Cool.
Like in the wilds, in the real worlds, in the like. I don't think that in all cases, but like in most cases, yeah, probably.
But you
probably.
have to pay for it.
That's
Degradation is extra.
oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Ah,
So yeah. Trying to find a no, my brain doesn't work well enough to have a podcast. I'm finding out. Ani, would you prefer to date someone 20 IQ points higher or 5 IQ points lower than you?
5 lower.
Gotcha.
I have a shot.
you're not within 5.
No, he was talking about his insulin. Okay.
Michael, we already decided we wouldn't work out, okay?
That's just because it's tiring.
This
Who
was
wants
not a
to work out?
conversation I was a part of. I feel
You
like
were right there.
I feel like the table had this conversation.
You said this was the divorced half of the table.
Yeah, but Jack has since moved.
Yeah, you misunderstood. He was talking about that actor.
There's literally a
Gotcha.
line down the yeah.
What about
On my
Taylor? Do
table.
I have a shot with Taylor? Really, I'm just looking for. Like we've already established that I am not loved enough. So Taylor,
Contrary to popular belief, I am not gay or bi.
you don't have to be to
Ay,
give me
ay,
a
ay,
shot.
ay,
Like we're just trying it.
Don't
We're just-
turn
we're
me
just
out.
We're just putting it on. You don't have to buy the boots to try them
I thought
on.
you were against turning out. as a practice? What's happening?
No. Like, you very much have to be like a part of this. Like, you know, it's,
He's just wondering if he has a shot, okay?
Uh,
Michael, are you afraid of death?
no.
Why not?
It's just not built in me. Like, it's.
There's like a fear of death circuit in the brain that's just missing.
Yeah, like I'm just not.
Just missing that synapse.
Yeah, it's sort of like I have no like self-preservation thing going on, which probably explains a lot.
You do have a cane.
That has nothing to do with my fear of death. If anything, it gives me a weapon, and it's like I can beat off wolves.
True. It doesn't
I
have
mean-
a sword in it, though.
Yeah, but you know the aftercare is important.
Oh man, not if you beat them off well enough.
But are they dead or alive?
Either way, they're coming with me. Okay.
Come with me if you want to live. Right?
I'm like this is a business. I am breeding them. This isn't like a sick thing. I don't know why you have to take it there.
But are you fucking someone through them?
Oh man, I'm using them as an excuse to like sort of like try to hook up with the handlers.
How's that going for you?
The Handlers is the name of my band.
He has been trying to hook up with you. The last, like,
I have not been trying to
don't-
hook up
he's
with
not
him.
trying to
hook
You
up with
looked
him.
at
He's
him.
the
Weird thing.
He just wants to know that he has a shot. It's less
much,
about
yeah.
getting the thing, and it's more about the consciousnly of the attainability of the thing.
so you're saying there's a chance.
No, I'm saying that it's less about.
It's like I don't really care about the diploma. I just want to know I can get it. Yeah, and the answer to that is probably not.
Well, you can, but it'll be $120,000.
Same thing.
That was the worst financial decision I ever made.
Jack, what difficult or painful experience would you recommend to everyone?
Difficult or painful experience I'd recommend to everyone.
Dropping out of college.
Nice.
I'd say, God. Difficult or painful experience I'd recommend to everyone. I'd say doing something in the performing arts.
Nice.
Like going up there, getting out there or just writing something that's difficult to get out.
Do you find doing something in the performing arts to be more difficult or painful?
It depends on if you're the performer or the audience, okay?
Hey.
What's your ratio?
What's my ratio?
What? No, Jack.
Oh, I was
we
like,
can
what?
we can go around. We can go around with it. We'll start with Jack.
I think starting out it was painful in a lot of ways. Just it's kind of weird putting yourself out there, and then you go through a phase for a couple of years where a bad crowd in a coffee house on a Tuesday can tell you exactly what your fucking soul's worth. But then after that, it's once you get through that, it's actually kind of easy. It's not bad.
But does it become less painful? Or
Oh yeah,
is
yeah,
it-
It does
yeah.
get
I feel
better over
nothing.
time.
Interesting. Well, that's heartening.
It's lidocaine for the soul.
Lidocaine for the soul.
Episode title.
let me push the buttons to make these fuckers laugh.
Right.
There it is.
Taylor,
What?
how boring are you?
I can answer this.
You first. How boring am I?
No.
Let's open source this. Jesus Christ.
I think I've heard him use the word Mephistopheles on stage before. Does that answer your question?
Not true. Not true. It was Diogenes, you prick.
okay.
It was mesothelioma.
Same night.
He got an ad for both.
I'm gonna be super narcissistic and put myself at a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's some good ASMR.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen happen.
Nice. Keaton, do you ever enjoy the experience of emotional pain?
No. I mean, well, like it depends if like when you're consuming fiction, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like, I enjoy like the simulation of emotional pain. Like if the story is well written enough.
Everybody go watch BoJack Horseman on Netflix.
Good friend of the show.
What's your favorite piece of emotionally hurtful fiction?
Or fiction.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus is pretty good.
As far as like just like a depressing thing, like like maybe the Last Picture Show, like
Okay.
the Peter Bogdanovich film.
Gotcha. I haven't seen it.
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
For me, it's the last Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The last one to ever happen.
Yeah.
The emotional pain is that it will never happen again.
No, the emotional pain is that just that Rocky and then it just never happens.
I thought he just meant the most recent. Like, yeah.
Or no, like maybe Bingo.
Bingo.
The movie Bingo is like you gotta cry when they're like no. He's like banging on the glass. He's just like Bingo.
This is a real film.
Yes.
1000% thought you were talking about the game.
I also
Yeah.
thought that
Bingo.
at first.
Oh no!
Listen,
different.
I didn't go to school.
Okay.
Okay.
How boring are you? Or it's card 69. Like they're fucking with us with these numbers.
They absolutely are.
Hey, Jack.
Can I get a little emotion?
Card number 80. Do you consider the state of unconditionally loving everyone to be desirable or undesirable for you, given it were possible?
Undesirable.
Same.
Because there's like, dictators.
Also,
And Michael Keaton.
certain comics on the scene. I would not have included you. I was thinking of other people.
You have already included me tonight.
I did invite you to my home.
Yeah, but you told me there's
I
no
said
shot.
spaghetti. I said we decided it wouldn't work
Mixed
out.
messages.
That sounds like a condition.
Are you offended by rejection often, Keaton?
Often? No.
Well, ratio, like
Like, I
I'm
get
not asking are you
I-
rejected often. I'm asking are you yeah.
No, like I get rejected quite often.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's weird. Like it's like I'm not offended by it because I get it.
That's so sad, and we're all laughing.
I kind of feel bad because I just I realized as it was happening that you were talking about saying I get rejected quite often as I just started yawning through what you were saying.
Yeah, but yawning is like it's a physiological preparation for action. Like you're taking in a bunch of oxygen.
No, I was just expressing my boredom with what you're saying.
Well, yeah, well, you're trying to keep yourself awake, which is not rejection. Like it's like as a I don't know what's the word.
Genocide.
Yeah, as genocidal as it may be. Well, I was going to say as grudging as it may be. Like you're trying. Like you're really trying. Like pat the pat the special kid on the head, but it's. It's like I appreciate it. Like I see the effort. I acknowledge it. And I toast it. Chai.
Oh God, he's dying. Life is rejecting him. This is a rough night for Keaton.
See, that's how you
Is
drown
life
while you're
rejecting
dead.
him or is he rejecting life?
What?
Is life rejecting him or is he rejecting
I
life?
feel like he's trying to participate in life. He's not. Are you rejecting life? You don't seem. You seem to be a very life positive.
I got
fella.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
At what time though?
Well, the question is how many times?
I actually like that question. Okay, what time did everybody get up today? What are we?
Which time?
It's, the time that you stayed up.
Oh, I don't remember that time.
Approximate.
When did I call you the first time?
I have no idea.
Cool.
I'm out of work. I took like 3 naps today.
Nice.
Like 8.
8.
Like 8 was the first time,
Gotcha.
which is disheartening because my alarm goes off at like I have an alarm set for like 9, and like I hate waking up an hour before your alarm.
Yeah.
Because then falling back asleep is pointless.
Yeah, but
God, I'm the opposite.
I have
still
nowhere
desirable.
I have nowhere to be tomorrow, so like falling back asleep is always pointless.
Yeah.
That's funny that you say that because I am so the opposite that I set an alarm like an hour before the alarm I'm going to get up to. Because I actively like it. And there's something about that moment
wrong with you.
there's just that moment of I'm up, but I don't have to be. Haha, fuck you, life. I'm out. And then I'm asleep again. I just have like a little 30-second moment of,
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything to this alarm.
I do a similar thing, but it's for dumber reasons. I'll have like I do like the 5 alarm system, but I space them out so that I can't fall too deeply back asleep, so I can trick some dreams out of myself in the morning.
I thought the first one was just so that you could rub one out and still be able to take a nap after.
Well, that's what the first one's for, but I wasn't gonna mention that, Keaton. Okay.
It's just like, well, you know, those overnight dreams are pretty consistent. So like,
It is the dream.
It's the dream.
It's what I'm living right now, baby.
Okay, Keaton, do you want a yellow card, a blue card, a green card, or a white card? A yellow card is a personal question, a blue card is a controversial question, a green card is an intellectual question, and a white card is a sad question. Sad, personal, intellectual, or controversial?
I'm sorry, I missed the question. Our mutual friend just sent me a.
Which of these would you like?
What? Well,
Do what now?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go controversial.
okay. What do you want to address? Do we want to give public shout outs for anything that's happening?
No, it's
Okay.
it's our friend from yesterday.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Shout out friend from yesterday.
Yep.
Okay.
Good friend of the show.
Controversial question, Keaton. If you had to eliminate 1 million people from one ethnicity, which would it be?
1 million people from one ethnicity.
Yeah.
And why is it the Jews?
Ah, jeez.
Because it's the most obvious answer. Like, you know, there doesn't have to be a reason.
I think we should go around the table for this one.
Why is it California?
California is not an ethnicity.
It's a state of mind.
It's a state of mind. That's a Lana Del Rey.
It's a personality, okay?
I'm gonna go like just. I'm gonna go with like, you know, some sort of like isolated tribe just because nobody would notice.
Well, but could you, if it's an isolated
The
tribe,
Senegalese, the North Senegalese.
Of a million.
if it's an isolated tribe, are there a million of them? How likely?
Probably.
Maybe
We
it's a
don't
couple.
have to know.
By definition, no. No tribe has ever numbered 1 million people.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll let him out. Okay. Marywell, do you want a?
Give me green.
Green. Okay.
That's how you fucking do it.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Of all the beliefs you hold, which is most likely to be considered barbaric in 150 years?
All the beliefs I hold, which is like these are barbaric. God, I have no idea.
Well, you picked green.
God damn it! What have I done?
Performance arts.
Is that a belief?
Yes.
State of mind. Okay.
It's personality.
It's a personality.
I don't know.
Nice.
Well done. I genuinely don't think I have an answer to that. Okay.
Anybody want to jump in?
What
on
is
it?
the question?
Of all the beliefs you hold, which is most likely to be considered barbaric in 150 years?
Racism.
Probably the fact that no individual life is worth all that much.
Interesting.
The blue robot's head is still sticky tacked down.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. So we know that works.
I saw the disappointment in your face, and I was like, I think you forgot.
I did forget.
Like, if he connects, I want to know which one did it.
Hang on. That's fun.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting because, like, I've asked are some human lives worth more than others to a lot of people, and everybody but one person other than myself so far just answers, yeah, of course. And it's curious to me because, like,
Yeah, well, that's why I specified like a specific field. It's
right, but like, isn't it the field that's valuable, not the human life? Because like the human lives themselves are all
no,
equal
like,
in so much as they're not really worth anything.
well,
technically.
it's sort of like, taking on the whole, like, in objectively, like, in and of itself,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But like certain people are more valuable depending on what they do. It's like, like a great musician is obviously more valuable to the musical community.
Mm-hmm.
But like on the whole, like if you don't care about music, then no.
But
Right,
what
but-
you're saying is their life is no more valuable. It's their contribution that is.
Sort of like it's like the life itself, no, but the life is attached to their qualities.
Right, because the qualities are dependent on.
So it depends. Like, if you value what they do, then yes. But like, yeah, like inherently, like no life is really worth more than another one.
Yeah.
I think I do have an answer to the question now.
Let's go.
Probably my belief in abortion rights.
Okay.
If the fight goes the wrong way in 150 years, it may very well be seen that a pro-life or a pro-choice position is barbaric.
True. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Taylor,
Yeah. What's up?
at the
Way to
gut
bring
level,
up the energy.
I got you guys. I got it. I got it.
it's too real. Taylor, at the gut level, do you feel that the world is safe or not safe?
What's with all these gut level
I don't know.
questions for me?
You keep getting the gut levels.
I feel like that one
Oh,
is an
that one
obvious
goes there.
unsafe one, right? Like that's a yeah. Just at the base, like listen, even animals are getting murdered by other animals all over the place. You got your
It's true.
earthquakes, you
I
got your-
listened
you
to
got
Joe
humans
Rogan,
exploiting
okay.
humans. You got animals exploiting humans. Hello, cats. It's a dangerous world out there for a life form or a non-life form. Trees are life forms though.
Yeah.
So good old communists. It's good.
It's not that dangerous of a world for a brick, I suppose.
I don't
There's
know.
a lot of bricks that get smashed up. Okay.
And you can get used by people to like get thrown through windows and shit. Like,
Yeah, but I can get used by people to be thrown.
how many
and that's
people
equally as dangerous.
are willing to throw you through a window, though?
A lot of people would like to try. Jack has
One
tried.
out of three.
Yeah, that's like statistically that's 2.5 billion.
Jack has tried, but I'm a much lighter sleeper than he is.
Let's bring up the energy. Jack, which have you planned in greater detail? Killing yourself or killing someone else?
Oh, for sure myself.
Okay. Interesting. Earlier today, I asked that question to someone else, and they actually said killing someone else. And I was like, oh. They're like, I've thought a lot more about killing myself, but in more detail, killing someone else. And I was like, oh, that's fun.
Yikes.
Yeah. I was like, I'm the opposite way. I think way more about killing other people. But then-
I've never tried to kill someone else.
yeah.
But
But if you did, it would go a little something.
like this.
what? But have you ever tried? Like, have you ever thought about trying to go for the combo? Like, it's like like jumping off a building but aiming for a specific person.
No,
You're not living, man. You're not living.
not for long.
It's a card I don't like. It also gets
Oh,
brought
yeah,
up
this one's
every
fun.
single time.
What do we-
Michael,
Okay.
what's the most intense physical pain you've ever experienced?
As Courtney Love shooting my husband. Okay, I'm sorry.
What about as Michael Keaton?
Okay,
the
wait.
Batman?
Ask the question again. I apologize.
What is the most intense physical pain you've ever experienced?
Oh God. I'm gonna have to say,
Killing your wife?
physical.
Ex-wife?
No,
Killing his husband.
like that didn't hurt at all. No. No. Probably shots in the roof of my mouth.
Ooh. That doesn't sound fun.
Yeah. No. It's and the guy who administered them was like terrible at it.
Por qué? Not why was he bad, but why did you get the shots in the mouth? What was this for?
Having my wisdom teeth removed.
Gotcha.
Like what was weird, like I also, like, I've got a genetic defect where, like, I've got quite a few of them, where, like, I metabolize anesthetics extremely quickly. So like, by the time I had 4 wisdom teeth removed at the same time. By the time they got to the 3rd one, the anesthetic had worn off, and he wouldn't believe me. And having one tooth partially extracted without, like, being fully anesthetized, wasn't anywhere near as painful as the initial shots he gave me.
Then let me tell you something. You were anesthetized.
I was like, no. Well, I mean, like, yeah, I was like, it was wearing off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, yeah,
So
yeah.
it was like I was numb, and then it was wearing on, like, it was wearing off quite a bit, and he was just like, oh no, that's just pressure. I was like, no, that's pressure. That's pressure. That's pain. It hurts.
You know you're supposed to
There's a bit
remove
there.
the cotton after it's done, right? You're not supposed to leave it in.
Well,
It
this
was
is during.
It was in the middle.
I know.
Yeah.
This many years though, like you shouldn't still be in there.
That's just a fat tongue. Ah.
Ani,
I still hit it.
Ani, if you and only you could see one measurement or statistic over everyone's heads, what would you want it to indicate? Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah, I
bum,
know.
bum, bum. Anyone want to jump in with
I
their
don't
own
get
ideas?
any like
Statistics
yes or
over
no cards.
Measurement or statistic over everyone's heads, only you see it.
Okay.
What sim stat do I want to see?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Like, how often you intentionally wronged somebody else.
Ooh.
How badly you need to go to the bathroom.
Nice.
It would make lines a lot more
You would be
efficient.
surprised how often those two intersect.
Wait, no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't make lines more efficient. Only you can see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would be so good at making lines efficient.
It's like, you jump. It's like you are not gonna make it.
I say hit points.
Like, I'm not much of a gamer.
Jack just wants to hit people, okay?
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal an answer from somebody who I talked to today who answered this question, and it was the best answer I've ever heard to this question. Shout out, you know who you are. It's how many lies you have ever told. And
It's kind of
I
the
love
same
that.
thing.
Yeah, it's a more specialized version of yours. And yeah, but they like that because like you be able to see that just come up in real time.
Yes, but like you don't know how many of those were well intentioned.
True, but you'll be
like,
able to-
It's like your vest
But-
looks terrific.
But no, but here's the thing. But here's the thing, though. So that's the use you're thinking of it for. But if I'm in a car dealership
Yeah.
and the number goes up, I'm like,
Yeah.
This is the lowest we can go.
yeah, exactly. And it, ding. You know, it's not.
It's a fake orgasm detector. You know, it's good.
Yikes. Jack Merriwell,
Uh-oh.
you have to marry someone in this room right now. Who is it?
Well, I guess you.
Yeah!
Curating the questions.
That
over
is not
here.
the answer I would go for. Like I would have gone for Taylor because he would be the one who would want the quickest divorce.
No, he's fucking your kill.
It's like, I don't have a lot of self-worth. I might beat you to it.
That's the clip.
Oh. You just have to hope I don't find a tall building and try to aim for you on the way down.
Ani, do you ever feel guilt or shame for romantically rejecting people who are interested in you?
Wait, could you say that again?
Do you ever feel guilt or shame for romantically rejecting people who are interested in you?
Yeah. Tell me.
Slightly. Slightly.
Just know your answer may or may not determine whether Keaton kills himself tonight.
Oh no, that has no bearing.
It's been a long time coming on that.
Oh.
Look, his suicide note is kept in the notes to self note. Okay.
No, it's addressed to Taylor.
Taylor, make sure I knew this.
No.
Michael.
If I kill myself, it's going to be because of Taylor.
It's addressed
That's
to me,
fair.
but it's directed at Jack. It's
Michael Keaton, would you support the use of realistic child sex dolls by pedophiles?
Of realistic child sex dolls by pedophiles.
And by support, I mean invest.
financially.
This is Shark Tank.
It's a risky investment for sure.
I just want to see that episode of Shark Tank. Holy shit. They wheel it out on a thing and they bring out the pedophile.
We can make it happen.
I would
They
say
bring out a kid. They're like, see, he's not interested in the kid. He loves this fucking doll.
Well, it just satisfies a craving.
I would I would support it. Like, it's an inanimate object, but like I want the stipulation that like every time it's used, it is recorded, so that way we could use the evidence should it need to be.
Actually, that's the statistic I want over people's heads.
Are we going pedophilic thoughts or pedophilic actions? Which
Well,
are
every time
you
they use one of the dolls.
Every time they use one of the adults, how many times have you used it? Yeah.
So if a kid makes an accusation and be like, yeah, no, he's not into that. Like,
Ding.
how realistic is a Cabbage Patch doll?
Enough.
Oh, that would be the worst fleshlight.
You know, the belly button is a little low.
You know how they have like the customized My Little Ponies? It's the
You know those troll dolls that are like pencil toppers?
You remember the theme song from My Buddy?
No.
Wherever he goes, we go. Oh God!
I don't even know what that
This
is.
this is like I am the oldest person in this room. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was the doll they based Chucky off of.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah, like it was a real thing that was advertised to at least my generation.
That makes me
Like
sad.
fucked up like that, or
Yeah, like they were that creepy that it inspired that movie.
That makes me sad that movie
Some
was.
of them were demon possessed.
That makes me
Okay.
sad. That makes me sad that was that movie was released the year that it was, because that would be such a good trailer. Like if the trailer was that theme, but it's the slowed down, minor keyed young child singing it. That would
I
be
would
such
be
a good trailer
surprised
for
if,
Chucky.
if the Child's Play franchise isn't what killed that doll.
Interesting.
Well, it was the parents of the children with the dolls that killed the dolls. They were like, "Get this out of my house. It might be possessed."
I saw
Are
that
you sure
episode
they
of the
weren't
Twilight
having
Zone.
sex with the dolls?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, ding.
Okay. Let's do a table question. This one's gonna get. We should be able to get some time out of this one. You must pick a number right now and live that many years total in good physical health. You can't die before, and you can't extend after. How many years do you choose to live? I thought we'd get some.
Define good physical health. Like, is it current physical health, or are you like a specimen?
Michael just wants to know if his ankle's gonna be better.
Let's say you press, you choose your number of years, you press the button, you are magically transformed to the peak physical health that you're physically capable of. Like you're not gonna become more ripped, you're not gonna become more like fit, but like your organ integrity is gonna up to 100%.
Okay.
And
your prime.
yeah,
Okay.
your prime forever. Well, for as many years as, and then just at the end, you just
Forever until
instant heart attack,
death.
you die.
I'm gonna have to go with, and I say this as somebody who does not want to live.
Okay.
6,000 years.
Nice. Okay, 6,000 years. What are we doing, Ani? Your physical prime for however many years, and then you die.
97.
97, starting now.
100,063,000.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd probably go 10,000. Nice little round 10,000.
Why 10?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a nice
He's
round
trying to
number.
get more into base 10.
Lots of thousands. Yeah, I'm trying to embrace the base 10 system
Getting away
of
from
numbers.
base 12.
I love base 12. It's a good number system. It's got some fun numbers. 42's in there. It's
Yeah.
great.
Like specific, like I like.
No,
I,
it's not.
No,
No,
it's
it's not.
not.
False.
48
Base 7. You got to go to base 7 for 42.
Technically, 42 is in every number system.
Like,
Ah,
like I
Just
like
depends on how
I
many
want 6
fractions you
just
have.
because like generally like 2,000-3,000 years is like like a religious cycle, like you get to see like like a religion take over the world.
Interesting.
To be able to see a few of those just like as an intellectual curiosity.
yeah.
Just to watch those tides shift seems like it would like that would be enough to like keep me around just to see like how people change like in the mindsets of like a few different epochs.
I'm definitely in it for
Fine.
like seeing some civilization collapses and
Yeah, mine was kind of similar, but from a more paleontological
Yeah,
viewpoint.
like you just want to watch the sediment collect.
No, I think I honestly part
he
of it.
wants to be there for Big Bang 2.
No, like part of it genuinely is
dinosaurs.
how valuable it would be to have like a Homo erectus
Oh yeah,
alive for us to understand.
I could see you being like a prankster, where it's like you bury certain things, and then let the sediment build up, and then you all of a sudden like you make these wild predictions and be like, you're gonna find aliens here.
Or now
Jack's
here's
just going to be a cult leader.
yeah, well, and you know what?
He
It's funny you say
already
that.
is.
It's like you could create yourself as like the god of a new religion
yeah.
and prove it because you just keep not dying.
Yeah.
But then like a million years later or whatever the number was, it's like you're just established as God, and then poof, you die. What?
It's like, let me tell you about this nature fella.
I would like to welcome Moriartis to the set.
Hello, cat. He's not very visible on the camera.
No,
so-
he's chilling in my lap.
Yeah. But yeah.
His tail's whacking the table.
Yeah, that would really suck to pick something like a million years or like 10,000 years, and then eternal recurrence ends up being the case, and you're like, fuck me. This is.
It's like, or like like having a comet smash into the earth,
I'm
and then you're
hoping.
just sort of like, I'm in such good condition, it burns.
You'd eventually, the flames would subside, and you get to see what kind of species survived and which ones didn't, and get to watch some shrews wander around for a while. It's great.
Probably not shrews.
No?
What do you have against the shrew, Jack?
They crawl
No,
out
I'm
of the
just saying it
caves,
would
man.
probably be a different theraspid.
Fine, okay.
Something else to be tamed.
It was. Well, I'm just saying it was shrews last time. Like it's not gonna be
Yeah.
shrews again. Is what I'm saying. Like,
lightning striking twice. Good
Yeah.
point, good point.
You know
So
what? Lightning
shrew,
does
shrew.
strike twice a lot of places.
Well,
Lightning
What?
generally strikes twice every time.
That yes,
Like it. It's like a well.
accurate.
it's an up down.
Yeah.
listen,
It has to
I
rebalance
didn't
itself.
go to school. Okay.
Well, like, have you ever you've seen a lightning strike? Have you ever noticed that it pulses?
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
it goes.
The whole lightning never strikes twice is very much a myth.
Listen, you don't eat 8 spiders a year either, okay?
You don't.
Yeah, speak for yourself, champ.
You know, they say that statistic is made up, but really it's the average across all humans, and one guy just ate a lot of spiders. Okay?
It's also not a real stat.
Another fun fact: it's actually 64 spider legs.
What?
Spiders
Yeah.
are supposed to taste like they have like a similar flavor to crab. Like apparently it's just
well, they need to try harder.
it's just like a cephalopod thing where it's like they
Is
just.
that what imitation crab is?
No, it's whitefish.
What gets me about imitation crab is like,
Monkfish.
like if you read the ingredients to imitation crab, like one of the first ingredients is real crab. like it's not imitation crab, it's diluted crab. I want to know how many people with a shellfish allergy are just like, good, you know, just like,
Hey Jack, if you could ask everybody in the world one question, what would it be?
What the
Stipulation.
fuck?
Stipulation. Stipulation. You don't get to hear their answers.
Oh.
How does that change the question?
Yeah, well.
no, that would definitely change my answer. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
what's your bank code? It's like,
I mean, you can do that. You could just
Now-
go up to
just to
every
torture
person.
people. Yeah.
So I feel like it would have to be something to fuck with people.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you proud of yourself?
why did you kill Gary? And for like 7,000 people, they just be like, how did you know?
Your crime and punishmenting, like.
And then for like 16,000 people, they're like, wait, his name was Gary?
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
I thought it was Steve.
Do we have a number for like worldwide how many people murder someone for the first time per year?
I can look it up. Hey, Taylor, while I'm
I feel
looking
like
that
people
up,
would be very truthful with that.
what's the most sick, mental or physical, you've ever been?
My gallbladder failed in a few years ago, and I almost died because I
the
just thought
boring
that I
answer.
needed to sleep it off. You know, that got pretty rough before my girlfriend dragged me to the hospital. You know, that's probably the most sick I've ever been. That's a quick answer. Okay.
Boring.
Yes.
Yeah. Well.
What's the most sick mental you've ever been? The question we all came for.
I don't feel like I'd be the qualified person to answer that, right? Like I'm not sure who would be, but
Well, no, like, you know what would have affected you the most. Like, what was the most mentally affected you've ever been? Or to rephrase, like, what was the most mentally useless you've ever been?
Right
grandparents deathbed. That's just watching someone starting to clock out.
Yeah.
That one was weird because like I started crying and I got escorted out into the hallway and reprimanded for crying because there were other people
Oh,
who had
jeez.
more of a right to be crying and I was bumming them out. That was fun, but
Whoever did that was.
and I'm like
Way off.
I'm 8. But since I was 8, I
Mom
was
is
like, okay, sorry,
terrible.
that wasn't my mom.
No, it's not your mom. That's why I felt safe to make that joke.
No, I was, yeah. So that'd probably be most mentally affected. Thanks for the question. Let's. No,
Okay, so homicides, the closest I could find was number of deaths that are attributed to homicides per year is 26,031, and then deaths per 100,000 population is 7.8.
that's
so it's got to be a
States.
smaller number than that because that's got to be confounded by like single people who murder, like the Charlie Spiders confound for the average
the
spiders
serial killers?
per year. Yeah,
But that's also just the United States.
yeah.
And it's weird that I recognize this statistic out of the air, but I did.
How many people do you kill per year, Jack?
Oh yeah, it is a CDC fact.
Yeah.
Or a CDC stat, sorry.
You talk about numbers for more than 1 second, and I immediately check out.
Yeah, fair. Keaton, what's the most intense emotional pain you've ever experienced?
When my cousin was murdered.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like, I had a total breakdown for a while.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago.
I mean, I apologize.
He's.
Oh, no, I know who did it.
Wow. Did you know who did it, or did you like know the person who did it? Like,
Oh, no,
personally
no.
know that? Okay.
I don't know. Like, there's no statute of limitations on this.
Gotcha.
And so, like,
Okay, you don't want to incriminate anybody here.
well, no, it's like it's known. Like,
Gotcha.
it's
Public record.
also, like, I've spoken to him recently.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let's see.
The real statute of limitations was the friends we made along the way.
Jack, if you could press a button that would instantly erase every single false belief you have, would you do it?
Yes,
Nice.
without hesitation.
Without hesitation. I'd hesitate, dude. Holy shit. I might need to, like, ask someone to press it for me. That's,
Really?
yeah, dude. Like, that's going to be a painful, like,
Like, are you just fragile?
I guess. It just doesn't seem like it would be a pleasant experience to realize, because, like, as you feel all of those beliefs erase, like, just the realization of how much shit.
Why do you think you would feel them erase? Like, you know,
What?
like,
Well, because
Well,
you
'cause
remember
you don't
before.
never believe them.
Because you know what.
You just
yeah.
no longer believe them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you stop believing them. And then you'll just have that realization of how many things you just stopped believing. And so that leads to the realization of how much shit you believed previously
how
that
traumatic was it for you? Like when you
Listen.
found out that the Easter Bunny didn't exist?
I was never raised on any of that. Yeah. Oh, except for the Tooth Fairy.
Is
The
that
Tooth
what-
Fairy
is
was
that
a
what
thing,
you're
but I was always very suspicious.
Like, so you're just afraid of what you didn't experience before?
No, it's just more of a, I don't know. Like I said earlier, one of my biggest insecurities is like intelligence. So no, there would be a very much a shame-based, like, oh god damn it, I really thought a lot of things that just weren't.
like-
That's embarrassing.
It's like I believe that my mother orgasmed every time.
Why do I still believe that?
She made a lot of noise, you know. It's like I heard
It's very
it. Like,
convincing.
I don't want to. I just don't want to believe she's a liar.
Bing. Yeah. Man.
Taylor,
Okay.
the asshole. Elect an asshole. Sorry,
What?
that was the instruction card.
What? Oh, is there supposed to be
What?
one person who asks everybody in the
different
rules
ways
for the
to
game?
play.
Okay. I've never read the rules for this game.
Well, I found them. They're right there. What relatively common experience have you never had?
Public school.
Good on you, I suppose.
Boring.
I don't know, man. Who knows? We're gonna.
Boring. Basic.
Is that?
Well,
Is
it's-
homeschooling
it's-
basic now?
no,
Did
it's pretty
COVID
boring.
swing that pendulum? Is everyone homeschooled now?
Probably.
Is that? I'm not special
Well,
anymore.
there's also private school. A lot of
I feel like that's
kids are
different.
private school.
I feel like homeschooling and private schooling is still different enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, homeschooling is the most private schooling.
Yeah, that's
No,
pretty private.
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying private school kids.
Oh, you mean COVID
They all,
shoving?
well,
No,
no.
what?
If
Private
you went to
school
private school, you
kids-
What?
also did. You said
also
Oh,
don't have
didn't
the
go to public school.
experience of
Okay,
public
gotcha,
school.
gotcha. Well, there's also a lot of homeschoolers who haven't never experienced public school, right? There's a lot of homeschoolers that's like, oh, high school, or like, oh, halfway through high school, or like, oh,
Yeah.
1 year
What
of
was
this
it?
thing.
Homeschool number of negatives in that sentence.
Listen, I did just fine on the English portion of the ACT. Okay,
Did you?
tanked the math, but yeah. Let's see.
I believe it.
Yeah. Ba 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 da bum ba dum bum.
I'm loving it.
That is not how that goes.
It was
the-
close.
That wasn't even a joke. That was an expression of her inner self. She was loving it.
Keaton, if you could ask the universe one question and get the truth, what would you want to know?
One question and get the truth.
There is one correct answer.
I don't.
Who
I'm trying
are
to figure
you?
out how to phrase
Wrong.
because really I would want to ask.
Am
two
I
questions.
funny? What?
Can it be a request?
Sure.
You'll get the truth? What? I don't know. I mean, as long as, yeah, sure.
Dear
sure.
universe, could ya?
And they'll tell you whether they can or
No.
not.
I mean, because I would request all truths.
That's a cop out.
I
It is a-
request the truth.
Well, sort of.
The universe just echoes back. You
42,
can't handle
bitch.
the truth.
I suppose, how did it start?
Okay.
Not how to cure cancer. Nice. Well done. Well done.
Also,
Well,
not
we've
how
already
does it
established
end.
that I have no like
What?
real.
Also, not how does it end.
Oh.
I don't care how it ends. Like, and I also don't have a whole lot of value on any individual human life. Like, I don't give a shit.
But you want to know how it all started?
Yeah. I mean, just
It would be cool to know.
yeah. Well, it would also be cool to shut people up.
Yeah. Well, but they don't know that you have the truth.
No, but he does.
Yeah, but they won't shut up. Is my point.
No,
Yeah,
but,
yeah, but
but
he-
he knows.
yeah, but
he can stop listening to them. Okay.
But like the amount of smugness that you're allowed when you're listening to people, be like, is that really what you think?
Yeah, that's pretty good. You can be smug without being right. Okay.
Well, yes,
Taylor
I
is a
know,
prime example of
but it
this.
doesn't. Like,
Listen.
it's sort of like getting a hand job. It's not the same.
It is a category of foreplay, not sex. Okay, guys. It's yeah.
Jack. What's one of the most adventurous things you've ever done? In bed.
Well, there was this hand job one time.
Sounds pretty adventurous.
Oh, it was a
That's
real
called
quest.
fisting, Jack.
I'll never forgive you for that.
Man, I really wish that Booker had gotten us 2 beds.
I just wish I was the heavier sleeper.
Are you calling Jack fat?
If you have to ask.
I'm waiting for you to finish that question.
Oh, I often don't. Listen. I often don't finish things.
I know. Hand jobs.
Who am I supposed to ask this?
No,
Okay,
I was throwing it away. I didn't want to ask it.
Ask me this, whatever the fuck it is. I want to know.
All right. Well, you have been insisting on answering this question.
Oh, this is going to be the last question,
consistently
too. It's
throughout
10
the
o'clock.
podcast.
We're going to close. Hang on.
Okay.
Ask him the question.
Who in this room would you most like to have sex with?
I'm gonna go with Taylor because he would enjoy it the least.
Oh, we're supposed to be outroing the show now. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah. I would say, yeah, Jack or Ani, they would be like, did they? But it's like Taylor is just like, no, he definitely didn't want that.
Yep.
I just don't like. I don't like questions. I don't like things to be sort of up in the air. Like I want to know.
Are we supposed to be introducing ourselves and not introducing,
Well,
but I guess
yeah,
outroducing
okay,
ourselves?
Yeah, I should have prepared everybody before we went live.
You
Yeah, at
really
the end of the show.
should've.
At the end of the show, I start playing ukulele, and everybody just kind of like sums up their experiences of the podcast, shouts out any social medias that you want to plug, any podcasts you want to promote,
Any upcoming shows
upcoming
you
shows,
have.
anything like that, and then just if you have anything to say to the viewers at home, yada yada yada. We're just outroing the show in general. So yeah, everybody, take anywhere between 45 seconds to 3 minutes to do that while I play ukulele.
Okay.
I'm Jack Merriwell, and goodbye.
I'm Ani Mariski. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Ani Mariski. And yeah, I would like to pose the question to the audience. How do you know when you're finished?
I'm Andrew Yonke. I'm not entirely sure that I've been here at all. You can find me on Instagram at 1,000 grams of cocaine. You all should know, like, my weight has a tendency to fluctuate quite a bit. So if you see me in the street, you may not recognize me immediately, but I
Have you seen
will.
me in the sheets?
But
You will recognize him immediately.
but if you do see me, please offer me something to take the edge off. Really. I'm not kidding. Like, this has been hell. Like, I've been trying. I've been trying not to shake for the last 2 hours. You told me there would be something at the end of this. I am calling you on that now.
Goodbye, everybody.
Don't be a liar.
Spay and neuter your friends.